become horribly addicted to this. And do you have a career at that point? Were you on the radio?
It was impeded. I was working at MTV at that time.
Okay.
And like that, but it was like hectic. That's how I had the money to afford my habit. It was like because I was doing sort of like TV presenting.
Would MTV pay you a lot of money in England? Here they're infamously cheap in the United States, and I imagine in England it's a smaller market.
It's not loads of money, mate. But before that, I was on welfare and signing on and stuff. So for me, it was a lot of money.
A big deal, right?
Yeah.
So this is some background you have. I mean, it's quite incredible. And you've written a book about your life?
Yeah, my bookie wook, it is called.
It's called Bookie Wookie.
My bookie wook.
Bookie Wook.
My Bookie Wook.
My Bookie Wook.
That's what it's called, Howard.
Yeah, Russell Brand's book, My Bookie Wook, hits stores today, and this is all about your life.
And does it talk about all of this stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, I'd be embarrassed to talk about it on here.
You might keep that quiet.
When you were saying that stuff, I thought, it is in that book, so what can I tell you?
Did you bang any of the women in Forgetting Sarah Marshall for real? They were
no,
very attractive girls.
No, like, I was unable to, Howard, and it weren't for want to try, and let me tell you, I was 3 months on that island. It was very challenging.
Attractive girls in
Beautiful.
that movie.
Mila Kunis, incredible. She, of course, goes out with Home Alone star Macaulay Culkin. So
really?
Yeah, well, there it is.
That's who she's with?
That's who she's having.
He was hanging around on the set?
He's a nice lad and everything, but he's the lad out of Home Alone. He's going out with Mila Kunis. She's a sexually active woman. You know, I don't know.
Let me ask you something. You said when you were addicted to heroin.
Yes.
I don't know if this is in your book or not. I don't know if this was all happening at the same time. You wanted to prove to yourself you weren't gay. I don't understand this. And you jerked a guy off?
It wasn't like I wanted to prove that I wasn't gay. It's that I wanted to prove that the nature of sexuality, is it learned, your sexuality, or is it inherent? Are you born with your sexuality, or do you learn it because your environment?
This was that important for you to find out?
That's good heroin.
When is that part ever occur to you?
It's good gear. I can hook you up. Blow the 3 months away. Go nuts.
No wonder you wanted to drown out all the thoughts in your head.
Right.
So in other words...
But I did a lot of things. It was for the telly, Howard. I was nuts. I'd do anything to get outside of it. Another episode, I had a bath with a homeless bloke. I thought, oh, why is there such a problem as homelessness? It's because we think they're dirty. Let's get a homeless person, live in my house. I'll have a bath with him. He had all ulcerated legs, pus swimming out into the bathroom in clouds. Bathed with him.
Why?
That was one episode.
Why?
To prove that, well, it's because I was on drugs. But the logic that I sold the TV company is because we think that homeless people are different from us, that they're dirty, that we hold them arm's length, that we don't address the problem.
So you jerked the guy off on TV?
Right, and the logic behind that one...
You beat the guy off on TV?
Yeah.
You jerked off a man on TV?
I jerked him off with this hand, my right hand that I hold before you now, Howard Stern. I leaned down and I touched that limp flesh rag till it spat out grey jizz, grey ribbons of ungrateful sperm, like a ticker-tape parade for nobody.
How was that?
It messed me up. I didn't enjoy it, Robin. I've got to tell you, it was unpleasant.
Really?
I didn't like it. It was anathema.
Who was the guy?
He was called Gary. I met him in a gay bar in Soho in London. Right?
Gary Carter?
That's the fella.
No.
Gary Carter.
Seriously, no, it was a guy named Gary.
Guy called Gary. We went into this gay bar. We just went up to him and goes, oh, we're making a documentary to see, is sexuality inherent or is it learned? Do you want me to go and wank you off? That's English for jerk off. Wank you off in the toilet. And he went, yeah. Then we went into the toilet. The cameraman held the camera.
How long did it take for him to come?
Initially I was reluctant, right? I was sort of half-heartedly doing it, but you've got to get all the way in the bed. You can't sort of, so I was doing it sort of tentatively.
Did you use lube?
No, I just used my hand and what God gave me. And then he goes, can I touch yours as well? And I goes, oh, fuck off, mate, give us a break. And then the director of the programme goes, go on, Russell, it'll be funny. And because of it'll be funny, that's got me into all sorts of shit all through my life. So I pulled down my trousers and pants, and there my genitals were, like, all sort of limp and rubbish. And he sort of started mauling at them. But then there's some egocentric pride kicked in, and even though I'm not gay, I still thought, I want to be good at wanking off this guy.
Wow.
So I committed to it, and, he finished, and then it's, as I say, he spat his seed, and, that was the
but
end of the
other than
scenario.
that, that's the only gay experience.
Yeah, other than that, mate.
Did you get excited at all?
No, I found it very, very unpleasant. And so it shows to me that.
So you never came from it.
Oh God, no! It didn't. I looked at my genitals; they looked like someone else's, all sort of like Play-Doh, just sort of like chicken skin.
Well, that's a good sign. But you've had you've done it all with women. You've had famous women. You've certainly. Here, I'll tell you your resume.
What famous women?
This is my resume.
Let's see. You had Kate Moss. That's great.
There were liaisons. Of course, I don't like to hurt people's feelings by being explicit.
But boy, that's got to be great.
She's like a magical fairy person.
I bet. I mean, to see her naked, she is beautiful, stunning woman. I mean, sounds like she's got her drug problems too, but...
I don't know about all that, Howard.
Right.
I don't know about that, mate, but like she was very beautiful.
How long did you bang her for?
I mean, only saw her a few times. Remember, this was like the precipice of becoming famous. I just got a phone call. Oh, she would like to go. Like, you know, would you want to meet Kate Moss?
She called you.
Someone called on behalf of her.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, I would like to meet her. Met her on several occasions, but it was like going out of Elvis. It didn't sort of make sense. I couldn't assimilate it into my.
Were you on drugs at that time?
No, I was clean.
You were clean. Okay.
Yeah.
You hooked up with Amy Winehouse?
No. There was nothing. Amy's a friend of mine, but like, there's been no
What's going to be with her? Do you think she's going to make it?
Yeah,
she needs
survive,
to. I think she's such a talented person. I think she'll be all right.
She is talented, no question. But is her demons? Are her demons so strong that she'll never survive it? I mean, it seems to me.
I think it's difficult. Hopefully, she's got so much talent. I just hope that she, I hope she will be all right.
But she seems horribly addicted.
Are you in touch with her?
Yeah, she's my mate. Yeah.
Courtney Love too, another.
She's again a friend. There's been no.
Never banged her.
Well, actually, no, Howard. No, we're friends.
It's hard to go from Kate Moss to Courtney, isn't it?
But they all have their qualities.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of girls now. I mean,
so far you've only hit on one that he's done anything with.
I don't know.
Besides talk.
Yeah, you got any other good
Now
ones?
listen, Robin, I didn't make these claims. I didn't swagger in here like a pirate and say I've had sex with loads of famous women. I sat here quietly and talked about sexual abuse in a very sensible fashion for 20 minutes, then was hit with a list.
Well, I mean, there's so
Grey jizz, everything we covered.
I mean,
Grey jizz popped up, yes.
Here's a sex story about you. Tell me if it's true or false, because your book sounds like it's quite interesting. You had sex with a stripper in your apartment. You've had many hookers. You enjoy hookers?
Yes, I did sleep with a lot of prostitutes, yes.
You did.
You like paying for it?
It's not that I like paying for it, it's just sometimes you sort of, like, as a younger man, I sort of didn't have the wherewithal to seduce women, and sometimes, like, you want the final product without so much of the heartache and agony of revealing that you
How much
want
money is a hooker in England?
Well, it varies. I mean, you can spend as little as £30, which is like sort of $50, but then you're getting an experience that will make you feel you're involved in the sex trade. But for more money, you can have like a wonderful, magical illusion and a distraction. I must say, I don't get involved with that sort of business
you
now.
guys have a lot in common. Artie goes to hookers as well.
Hold on, I don't go to prostitutes anymore. Not since I've been clean and serene.
It goes hand in hand with heroin.
It does.
I think.
Yeah. Well, Artie is actually kind of falling in love with one of his prostitutes. She doesn't charge him anymore.
That's magical that's happened to you.
Well, it's very special what we have.
Yes, as a matter of fact, it did. I did feel like one feels if you cross that line, once you break down that financial boundary, you do feel like Christopher Columbus discovering new countries.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal because that's their livelihood, isn't it?
Sure.
It's not like getting a free meal in a restaurant. It's better.
So
Way
you're,
better.
You're having sex with a stripper in your apartment, and she started complaining to you that you didn't give her an orgasm, and then you spit on her.
Hold on now. Remember, this is when I was on drugs. All these things when I was on drugs. Remember, I'm clean now, so you can't do me for it.
You're a different guy than
Different guy then.
Is your career exploding at this point because you're having a good run now? After Sarah Marshall, it seems like now Adam Sandler's going to put you in a movie.
Yeah.
Have you shot that yet?
I've done one. I did a Disney film with Adam Sandler, and he's producing a film I'm doing later on this year or next year, yeah.
Wow. So hooking up with him as a friend has been very, very good.
He's been lovely, yeah.
Yeah, very good to you. And then also it says here you're about to star in the next Pirates of the Caribbean.
There was some talk about all of that, but I think that's just because I dress strange. I think they thought I could save money on wardrobe. There's no one's ever said have this money.
Anything. All right, so you got that coming up. There's a couple other films coming out, right?
Yeah, Arthur, remaking that film Arthur.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm playing Arthur.
Isn't that a hard film to remake? Arthur, to me, was such a perfect film.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
And Dudley Moore was brilliant.
Amazing man.
Isn't it hard in a way to have to try to duplicate that kind of success?
I don't know yet, but like I just think like theatre productions get put on over and over again, and sort of if someone offered it me, do you know what I mean? I've got all right, I'm well up for it.
Are you a millionaire at this point?
Yes.
You are? Wow.
Yeah,
Did you make millions in England?
Yeah, England. Like the bookie work sold loads. And I do stand-up. I'm a stand-up comic, and you get a lot of money for that.
Right, wow, good for you. Well,
Cheers,
it sounds
Howard.
great. Russell will be signing
So now
copies.
you're here to conquer America?
Just come over here to, just try my hardest, be nice, keep out of mischief.
Who are you with now? Who are you banging?
I don't have girlfriends. It's not in keeping with my lifestyle. I just like, sort of try and meet people and have liaisons and quest for love and salvation.
No, but do you ever get into a long-term thing with
No,
women?
it never happens.
You never fall in love?
I do regularly, yeah, but it has no longevity.
I'm not talking about lust. I'm
talking about love as well. I look at women sometimes you think, once you don't believe in God anymore, what's left? There's only love. And I kind of believe in universal love, but also sometimes you think a woman can save you. That's what I think, a woman can save me. And I believe in it, but then it passes.
I see. But
Russell
it's almost like your character in the movie.
It is. They based it on me. They changed it.
What is your longest relationship been with?
Oh, like just sort of, you know, maybe sort of a few months, 6 months here and there. Yeah, I find it hard to maintain.
To stay
that
maintained.
Kind of, yes, exactly.
Well, who do you hang out with? You got guy friends?
Yeah, loads. I hang around with my mates all the time, and I've got female friends as well. But it's just I find it hard to be in a conventional relationship.
Why did Bob Geldof call you a cunt at an award show?
He felt that I was one. I guess. I mean, but like I messed him up for it though.
What do you mean?
He goes right. Here he goes. I was hosting the Enemy Awards in London. He goes, Russell Brand, what a cunt, right? And I goes, Bob Geldof there, right? Now, what was my brilliant comeback? He may have what did he say? Like, I don't like Mondays. Oh yeah. No wonder he's such an expert on famine. He's been dining out on I don't like Mondays for 30 years.
And
not bad, right? One hit.
No,
that was a retrospective. That's what I hit him back with after the cunt thing.
Well.